first year playing at a different school is different. I mean, playing for Coach Haley, I mean, games are way different than practice, but practice is so hard and brutal that the games are easy. So I've been able to find myself a little bit out there, but I still have a lot to work on, a lot to far away to get to where I want to be. So,
Tarris, coach was saying that when you join a new team, new program, you have to do away with some habits that you've been used to. What are like some of the differences in roles this last year and some of the things you're challenged with right now?
Honestly, just simplifying everything, every part of my game, offense, defense, rebound, just making it as simple as possible. That's been like the hardest part for me. Tend to get out there and do too much. When coach says, we got guys for that. We got guys that could do everything. I just need you to rebound, play defense, and deep duck in seals and score in the post. So, I mean, that's been the hardest part for me. But I feel like day by day, practice by practice, I've been getting better.
What was it like after the last game you guys played? You obviously won by 39, but coach didn't seem very happy. Was that kind of surprising?
It was
a wake-up call?
It definitely a wake-up call. I mean, coach is not preparing us for teams early in the season. He's preparing us for like teams later in the season where conference play, where it's going to get gritty, grimy, and we want to build those good habits now. So when we do get in that situation again, we'll know what to do and be just fine.
You mentioned that you've watched some film of Adama Sanogo.
Yeah.
Is that a player you like? I think he said he wants you in similar positions to where Adama succeeded. Is that a player you could see yourself kind of modeling your game after?
Of course. I mean, I watched a lot of film of him last year with my assistant coach at Michigan, and then now I'm here still watching some film with him. It's just he makes the game so simple, and it's like, man, like I want to do that. I mean, his duck-ins, his jump hooks, his layups, his dunks, just everything was just simplified. So if I could get there, I feel like I'll be in a great spot.
Does it feel like your athleticism is almost holding you back because you want to do more things with it rather than those simple things he wants?
I mean,
it's kind of weird, but
sometimes, but sometimes, but I feel like I could do it. So just make it as simple as possible, and I'll be all right.
Who was the assistant coach you used to watch?
Coach Jay Smith. He's at Eastern Michigan now. Just talked to his son the other day, Coop. Shout out Coop. That's my guy. So still came in contact with him.
Are there other players, either current or former players, that you've really paid close attention to that you could see yourself trying to model your game after?
Not really. I mean, as of recently, just Adama. I mean, a lot of plays ran for him or ran for me, and just a lot of situations I'm put in. Like I can thrive in the role that he was put in. So I feel like I just gotta get to that point.
You had a really good opener, and coach thought you strayed from your identity a little bit in game 2, and he said maybe you got too many congratulations texts or read too much on social media. I think I don't know if he was half joking around, but
I mean, yeah, I agree. I did get a little too comfortable. There's no reason. I should have had more rebounds, and that's what the team needs me to do, is grab rebounds, block shots. I wasn't blocking shots. My defense was lazy. I was being lazy on defense. So even though we won by 30 or 40, whatever, I feel like just as a player myself, like I wasn't fully locked in. So coach called me out on that during the game, after the game, even today. So I know I have to be better tomorrow, and that's the blessing of it. I mean, God put me in this position that if I wake up tomorrow, like I get another opportunity to go at it. So.
Is that the hardest thing here, not just playing to win, but playing to a standard?
Yeah, yes, sir. I mean, the standard is set so high. Sometimes I feel like sometimes I feel like it's hard to even get there. Like that's unimaginable, but somehow, some way, you get it done. And coach pushes you to that level, to that standard, and ultimately you see yourself as a better player day by day.
Tarris, when you go against Yusuf in practice, what do you see from him?
Big, strong, physical guy. I mean, he's a shot blocker. Funny, they said they call him the bodyguard in high school, so I call him the bodyguard all the time. So he knows how to rotate, block shots, and I feel like he has a simple game as well. So, and rebounding.
How do you feel about where the team is chemistry-wise, especially on like the offensive end or both sides?
I feel like it's good now, but definitely as we get to playing with each other more, the chemistry is going to increase. So I feel like that's going to be a given. I mean, we got scores all over, shooters all over. I mean, we have so many threats, and we're deep coming off the bench. I mean, that was sometimes it's kind of surreal to watch. Like, dang, like we got to do this off the bench that can go. So that's been the beauty of it.
Is that what it feels like during a game when you're on the bench watching?
I mean, I'm coming off the bench. Jay Ross, we got Stu, Haas, like literally everybody. I could just like everyone coming off the bench could literally get a bucket at will. So, coach also said it might not be your night. We have a lot of guys that it could be their night. So, honestly, we just do our job. No reason to get selfish, get jealous. I mean, we all brothers at the end of the day. Congratulate each other, and we move on.
What's the biggest thing about this team that you've enjoyed so far, even through 2 games?
Honestly, just the process of it all. I mean, it's such a beautiful thing. The Lord put me in this position to struggle, to suffer, to have joy, patience. I mean, it's hard at times, but you look back to where I was in the summer to now. I mean, there's been some dark times, but I feel like the Lord he didn't help me, kept me sane, kept me going through it all. So I feel like going through the process, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then in the end, you see yourself as a monster. So that's where I'm trying to get to, trusting in the process, and got to put my head down and keep working.
How close are you to being a monster?
Very far away. I'm far away, but I know, Coach, I have faith, and I trust that I'm here for a reason, and this coaching staff can get me there if I just lock in, develop new habits, get rid of my old habits, and really buy into what the coaching staff is telling me to do. I feel like I could definitely get there.
Do you see things already that you're doing better that encourages you to keep on pushing?
It feels like I see what I can do, see what I do better than this. It feels like I'm so far away. It's like I'm starting to do things well, and it's like, oh man, I gotta do this again. So it's always like a constant. I have to get better day by day. Like, okay, I did this well. I'm starting doing this, trying to figure this out. But it's always like the next challenge, like the new challenge I have to do. Like, okay, I have to do this better now, and maybe I was okay at this, now I could do this better. So,
is there anything in particular that you're doing better now that you can just kind of say?
Yeah, I feel like running the floor and just locked in. I feel like I'm not doing as well as I should, but I feel like coming from looking back at my old self, there would be times where I was just out there sometimes just wandering around, but now I feel like on defense I'm locked in, I'm looking, I'm talking. Offensively, I'm trying to bring up the team, talk more, communicate more, and not bring myself up, but bring the guys that's with me up as well.